What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title what's going down. Y'all see it, man. I these first two clips. So please let people know this in the comments, because I'm sure somebody will ask. Please, if y'all could for me. This clip and the next clip, I do have to make sure they're transparent, and then after that, I'm sure it'll be fine. But I do get blocked. I don't want to get copyright strike or anything like that. But I did have to play this video and show y'all these couple videos. And I'm gonna give y'all my intake on it.
Answer. And that does make me hopeful, actually, that this Swift effect will speak to more women about the true character of Donald Trump and will turn them away. But to your initial point, I know you said we weren't going to talk about it, but I was. It just seems to me that since she is in an interracial marriage, she should have known that to support a racist is problematic. Her children are biracial, and her family is one of the families that in the 70s could not.
She said her children. That's one thing too. Like, one thing that I absolutely can't stand, bro. Out of everything is, like, why throw children in it? Like, I get so tired of that, bro. Like, don't take shots. Like, I don't care. Like, and people will say, "Oh, Recklezz, you being dramatic," or "Recklezz, I think that's a little bit extreme or dramatic." Bro, I don't care about none of that. The fact that she said all her kids are biracial, and they love to do that. And what I mean by they is like them, like leftists. They always want to do that, and it literally gets on my nerves, bro. Like, just for the simple fact, and then I'm pretty sure ain't Patrick Mahomes because she pushes this all the time. Like Sonny Hostin, she'll sit there and call his kids biracial, right? She'll do stuff like that, like all because, Brittany Mahomes is a white woman. Now she ready to talk about, their kids are biracial, but she wanted to call Patrick Mahomes black. But I'm confused though. Like, don't Patrick? I'm looking it up right now. Don't Patrick Mahomes have a white mom? Or am I tripping? Is his mom white? His mother is white. That's what I'm saying. His mother's her name is Randy, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. I don't want to be wrong. Randy Martin. So, but you call, and that's the thing, like, man, I literally, I can't stand this woman, y'all.
And her family is one of the families that in the 70s could not have lived in any of Donald Trump's buildings. So it just seems to me that maybe she's just not that politically savvy, or maybe she's just not read in.
Granted,
but it's
all we know is that she liked a Trump post. We don't know. She hasn't stated that she supported him, but that's fair to interpret that she may have. But we don't know that she's a supporter.
And that's one thing about it. Like, and I feel like, Alyssa doing that and putting Sonny in her place. That's one thing about it. Which Alyssa, she says things the whole everybody on The View. But how I look at things, is that she can go and say, and when y'all ask me, Recklezz, what do you mean she called? Man, look, I'll show y'all. Check this out. This is what I mean right here.
No. The only thing that would have made it better for me is, finally we know that black quarterbacks can lead teams.
Hold on, this is messing up like always. Literally, when I watch The View and stuff like that, it's like they know that I'm recording, or like I'm throwing out a video or something.
What would have made it better for me is, finally we know that black quarterbacks can lead teams. So
she says black quarterbacks can lead teams, right? So she's literally showing Jalen Hurts, right? She's showing Jalen Hurts and she's showing Patrick Mahomes. So what I mean by that is, why push calling somebody black quarterback? Why didn't you call his kids black? All of a sudden, since you mad at what Brittany Mahomes did and you got your pennies in a bunch all because of that, you ready to call his kids biracial, but you call him black. And then say, they're in their interracial. Like, come on, Sonny. Bro, if anything, I don't care what nobody say, bro. She is the R word, bro. And y'all know what the R word is. I try not to say it on my channel. I don't be trying to get in trouble by you, but it literally gets on my nerves, bro. On how this woman literally acts. It literally gets on my nerves. It makes me so mad on how mean and like how messed up a person can be. The things that she say, like, come on, y'all. She literally, and what makes me mad about the whole thing is that Sonny will say something, the audience will clap, everybody attend, and sometimes Alyssa don't. Everybody is like in agreement with her, and she sounds completely insane in the R word. It messes with me. It messes with me a lot because it's like, how can you have people that likes that and support that? You know what I mean? It bothers me. And then one thing about it is that, why are you so focused on what this woman is liking? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I'm gonna be real 100 with y'all right now. How I look at things, and I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes, probably because I haven't seen him come out with anything about it. But how I look at things is that celebrities, music artists, stuff like that, dude, just do that. Just do that. Do your music, play your football, play your basketball, do this, do that. You know, because it leads to something else. It leads to other things. You know what I mean? And that's people, obviously, that play sports. One thing about it, how I look at things now, I'm not really sure, like, her stand on her supporting Trump, and she might. You know, she probably do. My thing is, you know, I love that the simple fact. I'm gonna just play this video, and I'm gonna give y'all my insight. I don't want to talk too much.
Former President Trump referenced you.
I'm gonna just shut up.
Fox News in relation to his campaign. I just wonder what your reaction is to seeing that.
Yeah, I think I've always said I don't want my place and my platform to be used to endorse a candidate or do whatever. Either way, I think my place is to inform people to get registered to vote.
Exactly.
To inform people to do their own research and then make their best decision for them and their family. And so I think that's every time I'm on this stage and I get asked these questions, I'm going to refer back to that because I think that's what makes America so great.
I think it was important, though. I don't know if important is the right
That's what makes America so great.
word, but when you were at the U.S. Open this past weekend and you guys were there with Taylor and Travis, I mean, is that an important image to show that, you know, people who may have different philosophies can...
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always, even dating back, I think if you've seen my history, I've grown up with people from every aspect of life and every background. And I think the best thing about a football locker room and kind of how I've grown up in baseball locker rooms, everything about that is people can come together and achieve something and achieve a common goal. And I think if we can, I mean, we talked about it a while back, but I think if we can do that as a nation, I think we can get the best out of each other. And so I think that's something that I do every single day. And whenever I'm hanging out with whoever, I'm not thinking about their political views or anything like that. I'm thinking about the people and how they treat other people. And I was with a lot of great people this weekend.
Have you ever thought specifically about the idea of President Trump bringing up Brittany's name? Does that affect you one way or another?
No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's about me and my family and how we treat other people. And I think you see is that Brittany does a lot in the community. I do a lot in the community to help bring people up and give people other opportunities to use their voice. And so it's in the political times, people are going to use stuff here and there. But I can't let that affect how I go about my business every single day and live my life and try to live it to the best of my ability.
And one thing about it, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like I'm not a Chiefs fan whatsoever. I've never been a Patrick Mahomes fan or anything like that. But what I can say is that what he said was extremely nice. You know, him taking on that leadership, you know, as a quarterback. I'm not even gonna say like Sonny, a black quarterback, a biracial quarterback. It doesn't matter. Quarterback. He's a leader. And obviously a true American. And that's what people gotta realize. And I feel like, obviously, you know, people that support Sonny and anything, they don't look at that. It just messes me up because it's like you have this person, of course, you know, he's not going to do it, and that's smart. You know, that's very smart. I do feel, me personally, that, you know, you dating somebody, it's a little different. of having a different view. Marrying somebody and actually being married, I feel like, this is just me personally, it does kind of mess with things a bit, political wise, if you're having differences. So I honestly think just her, liking that, Trump speaking on that, I'm not going to assume, but I kind of know, where it's all at. It's just not being put out, which is smart, which is okay. I'm not even gonna lie. Telling y'all. And I love the fact that he's, keeping away from that. This is a post saying Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes with the powerful message on politics. Whenever I'm hanging out with whoever, I'm not thinking about their political views. I'm thinking about the people and how they treat other people. And I feel like that is I feel like that's a great thing to say. I feel like it's a great thing to say, caring about other people, just being around that, not necessarily. And I think I'm the same way. I don't really like talking about political things when I'm hanging out with people, when we having parties here, we do have, technically, a party house, we have a lot of parties, birthday parties, get-togethers and stuff like that here. And I try not to let that, get in the way of things. I feel like it's more than that. I definitely do, and that's why, I obviously have a platform of talking about this all the time. And I know that I have a lot of family members that disagree with a lot of what I say, and it sucks. But at the same time, it's my views, and they have their views. I'm never going to bash somebody or, talk crazy or necessarily hate, I would say, if a person have different views. Now, if a person is obviously being disrespectful, being an R word, this, that, and the other, I feel like that's a little bit different. Bringing up things, they want to bash you, they want to say this, say that. Look at Sunny, for instance. She's a person that constantly does that, and I don't understand how she's in the position that she is today. I honestly don't understand that. But, that's just my take on it. Let's check out what Trump, had to say about this.
To finish up on that point, then.
By the way, Lawrence is doing a very good job, I have to say. He really is.
He's doing a great. Hey, I've got a quick question for you. Out of nowhere, after the debate last night, Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris. What do you think?
And I feel like just like that happening, just say Patrick Mahomes that's just like Steph Curry. Nobody has said anything about Steph Curry, but I know for a fact, without even looking up different things like that, he probably lost people. People probably stayed as fans. You never know, because I'm pretty sure he and Steve Kerr were, at the DNC, talked about the DNC and stuff like that. Other people. There are others that don't, just like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has Swifties for Trump. She literally has people, and she's lost fans too. I say that. So it ain't Swifties for Trump. She's lost people too. So when you do things like that, keep it away. Billie Eilish, same thing. I was a Billie Eilish fan, and I was necessarily, I would say, Billie Eilish fan. I back then, going through things, and I was there. If y'all even go look at my old videos, like, I'm not about to sit here and be a liar to y'all. Like, y'all go back to my old videos. I literally was doing, and it's kind of crazy, like, talking about this. I literally was doing reactions in our apartment bedroom in a corner. I would do reactions when Rennie was in Crystal's stomach. She was literally at doctor's appointments sometimes, and while she was in a doctor appointment, like for like a checkup or like a quick checkup for like 10 minutes, I would literally sit outside doing a reaction. Like, I literally in my parents' house, in my sister's room, doing a reaction, and like, seeing where I am today, and I know I'm a little bit off topic, like seeing where I am today and like how far things come, like I'm pretty amazed. I'm definitely amazed of. But anyways, that was, I had a Billie Eilish poster, literally a Billie Eilish poster sitting behind me, and she had like this like spider and all that when I was doing music reaction. But as she came out to endorse, it's like, bro, like what are people thinking? Keep it, like, if you a music artist, keep it with that. You play football, you play basketball, y'all keep it with that. But you can't tell people what to do. Yes.
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. She couldn't, you couldn't possibly endorse Biden. You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it in the marketplace. But
exactly.
No, I like Brittany. I think Brittany's great. Brittany got a lot of news last week. She's a big MAGA fan. That's the one I like much better than Taylor Swift.
And that just goes to show you, like, literally Taylor Swift, like, all her merchandise, like, all that went crashing down. Like, after, and I'm sure it happened to a lot of other people, you know, that's done that. And, you know, paying the price for it. Y'all let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below, please. Definitely apologize for dropping so late. Much love to everybody. I really love y'all. I'm telling y'all. Been going through it, you know, this week. But, you know, everything will be okay. You know, I just got to keep my head up. I got y'all. Got my daughters and my girl, you know, and my buddy, my family, my cousin, Retro Steph. Y'all know who that is. You know, so definitely want to say I appreciate y'all and love y'all, you know. Catch y'all next one.